Welcome to Last Night's Coffee with Chuck and Jon.
It's shake and bake time.
Greetings, Earthlings and Rowdy Nation. We're back for another episode, number 248 of Last Night's Coffee with Chuck and Jon. I'm Chuck. That's Jon. It has been, we have memorialized the weekend. And we're a day late because we were busy.
Yeah, we're not $1 short today.
I'm several dollars short after going to Daytona.
Yeah, you had a fun weekend at Daytona, man. You want to talk about that at all? Was there anything crazy you wanted to bring up about that trip?
Well, we stayed at our hotel, our little condo, and we decided Saturday evening when we got down there that we were going to walk up the beach to a place called Ocean Deck because we got in right at dark. So it was one of the places that didn't matter what time you got down there, the kitchen's open till 1.
Gotcha.
And so we proceeded to walk down the beach about a mile. Which, have you ever been to Daytona?
I think I have, but it's been a long time.
Well, the sand at Daytona is packed hard. It's it's not soft like the Gulf. You know, you can race on it. They raced on it.
Right.
So it's kind of like walking on carpet. So it's not really hard on you to walk a long ways on that beach.
Yeah.
So we walked about 8/10 of a mile up the beach to a place called Ocean Deck, and they had a reggae band.
Yeah, that's the one you sent me a picture of.
Yeah,
or a
dude.
video of.
Yeah, they were rocking. We had some fish dip and some daggum good fried grouper bites and just enjoyed the evening. Then when we walked back, it was raining.
Oh.
Yeah.
So you had to walk all that way through the rain.
With a headwind.
Oh, it's blowing right at you.
I mean, it was my back was bone dry. My front was soaked.
Yeah. Oh man, that's a fun experience. You won't forget that one, will you?
No, but it was, it wasn't cold, so it was just like, well, and you know what was funny is when we go to leave, there's people standing out on the deck. So I'm like, oh, okay, maybe it hadn't started raining yet. Nope. They were just standing in the rain.
People just soaking it up, dude.
Yeah, they were just out there standing in the rain. So
they needed to get clean, dude. They needed some cleansing.
After being in that place, they probably did.
Oh, man, that's funny.
Well,
you also got to witness something pretty cool, too, that I've never gotten to witness. So that's really interesting. You got to see that space shuttle launch that happened while you were down there.
Yeah, so capped it all off Monday morning with a Falcon. I think it was a Falcon 9, or it was one of Elon's.
Yeah.
Taking off and got to see it arc. Got to see it separate.
Really?
Saw the little flash of the section come off and fall, and the vapor cloud around it got bigger.
Whoa.
Yeah. So that was really neat. I thought we would be the only ones out there at our little condo, but there was like 3 other couples out there waiting for it.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not too shocked about that. I mean, a lot of people have really kind of gotten drawn to the whole space shuttle launch and space exploration. I mean, there's kind of been a little bit of a resurgence in that field lately amongst the public. So,
well, they were all Gen Xers.
That tracks.
And they were all. We were the only first timers.
Oh.
Everybody else's was their second, third, fourth.
But they don't base like their trips around this or anything, right? Or
no,
was
they
there
just,
some of those?
If there's one, if there happens to be one while they're down there, they're going to stop and watch it. They showed me, one couple showed me a video. They were down there for a night launch.
Ooh.
And you could see the glow when they lit the fuse on that thing down the coast from Daytona.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
You could hear it. I mean, I don't know how, we were about an hour by car away from Canaveral.
So 50, 60 miles?
Yeah, and you could hear it.
Whoa, dude. To be 40 or 60 miles away and hear that thing is crazy.
Yeah.
Wow. Man, that's so cool. Was Mary Beth into it like you were?
Yeah, I had her video it. I told her, I said, if you don't mind, I said, I want to be in the moment. I said, but John wants a video.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Yeah, you knew I would.
So if you don't mind,
yeah,
can you know what? I might be able to pull it up on here
on
right
screen?
quick. Yeah, I might be able to. We have technology now.
We do. You've become accustomed to using this technology. I have not familiarized myself with it yet.
Yeah. So let me just see if I can make it happen. We had a great little room down there. We stayed at a place called the Ocean Jewel, which is older. Mm-hmm. It was.
Are we talking like Blue Dolphin style? Isn't it Blue Dolphin when you pull into? That's like right on the strip in Panama City.
I mean, probably, yeah. I'm not familiar with.
Oh, okay.
I'm not familiar with Blue Dolphin.
Well, Blue Dolphin, I guess it's kind of more motel, like old beach motel style. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
With the arches instead of like square doorway. The arches.
Yeah, no, it's not like that one. This one, it looked like it was an old Days Inn, and they converted it into condos.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's cool.
If you'll make that thing jump up there. Can we make it bigger?
A little bit bigger. There we go.
So
I can even make that and take us away. You want to take? Do you want to take
that? Do that.
Boom. That's a little bit bigger.
All right, right there where my cursor's at. That's the first little spot of it we saw.
Okay.
And then, can you see it, John? And so right now it's behind the clouds, and it's going to pop up in a minute. And it just
I see it making the arc.
Yeah, you see it arcing?
Yeah, I see that arc.
And then it's going to pop up behind those dark clouds.
Oh, yeah. So it's going to come out on top of the clouds here in just a minute. Okay.
Yeah, and it's basically just going to ride the top of them.
Dude, this is nuts.
She might be tracking it there. Yeah,
yeah,
there
I see it.
Right
I see it.
Oh, and in person you can see it so much better. But
there, videos never do these things justice. That's why there's no good UAP videos out there.
Yeah, think about that. Like if a UAP is running as fast as they say it is.
Yeah, and it's way out in there in the sky with no reference points besides a bunch of humongo clouds. Like it's almost impossible to take a video. This is so crazy, dude. And
then right about there is where it separates. When the white stops, you cut an engine and it separates.
Okay. Wow.
I'm glad we had the clouds to reference it.
Yeah. Yeah. That's amazing, man. Oh, sorry. There, and we're going to get back. Hey.
There we go. Yeah, but it was so cool. I'm hoping when we go back, because we got to go back in July, and we'll actually be in New Smyrna, which is about 30 minutes south of where we're at right there. So it's halfway between. I'm hoping they have another one.
Yeah. Well, Elon's shooting those things up all the time, right?
Dude.
Just doing Starlink launches at least?
Yeah, as soon as he gets some Starlinks ready to go, he's got them, up there.
Yeah.
So it was a good time. Man, ate at a great little place called Down the Hatch, down towards the lighthouse.
Okay.
If you've been to Daytona, you know where the lighthouse is at. It's way down there, but had scallops. Have you ever had good scallops? Not scallops from like the Chinese restaurant.
Oh yeah.
But
I've had some like
the
steak
little bitty
of the sea scallops.
Yes. Yeah. It tastes like little fried pieces of butter.
Oh yeah, dude.
They just melt in your mouth. Golly, they're so good.
Dude, I actually had some, chef one time bought some scallops that were so big and they were so fresh and so good that we ate them raw. We had raw scallops. It was. I wouldn't do it again. I didn't like it. A little too slimy for me.
Yeah, I could see that.
It's kind of like oysters in a sense, though. Just really salty.
Yeah.
And slimy.
I tried 2 different fish dips down there.
Oh, you are a lover of fish dip.
Well, I have to gauge mine.
Oh, so you kind of take notes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I take notes. And mine's
So
better.
your recipe, it's not set in stone. Like, you're adaptable.
I mean, it's pretty set in stone now.
Okay.
But I've been making it a couple years, and I wanted to kind of see how it compared to those. And
so you might change like the salt and pepper, as we heard it put. We heard it put recently.
Yeah.
Stone Cold Steve Austin, I think he said Vince would do all the cooking. He'd show up and just put on the salt and pepper.
That's right. But I can make it. And I gave Dad and Paul both my recipe. And they're like, there's something missing. There's something you're not telling us.
Ooh, it's love.
And I'm like, well, I mean, maybe.
Yeah.
But who knows, really?
Yeah. Depends on how drunk you were when you were making it, or how hungover you were when you were making it. Or...
Usually Charlie comes in and goes, Dad, it's good, but it needs more horseradish.
Yeah.
So I go, okay. Put some more horseradish in it.
So you let Charlie be the gauge? You let a teenage boy kind of gauge where the fish dip needs to go?
Yeah, because he's not big on spices, too big on spicy.
Mm-hmm.
So if he says it needs more horseradish, it usually needs more horseradish.
Gotcha. You can trust that input.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus, he is a connoisseur of fish dips, too.
Oh, so you've passed it on. This is a generational thing.
Yeah, generational fish dippers.
Might be the episode title. That's so good, dude. Passing it down, dude. He is Charles, right?
Yeah, he's a junior.
He is a junior. So not only are you passing down the name, but you're passing down the love of fish dip.
Yep, the love of fish. Dude, I recently only started eating fish dip.
Oh, so this is a 30, like in your 40s or 30s? When did you start eating fish dip?
Probably 40s.
Wow. So that's only a few years, man. That's only within the last few years.
Yeah, and then I made it my own.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. I feel like you made it or started like experimenting with it for the first time for your 4th of July celebration. Is that correct? Or am I just making that up in my head?
I think it was Christmas.
Christmas? Okay.
I think
I feel like it was like a deal.
It was some kind of, I know I've made it I make it at 4th of July and it don't get ate much for some reason.
Yeah. That's weird because it's so good, man. We had that Christmas Eve dip.
We had our Christmas Eve dip off.
Yeah, we had a bit of a dip off.
I think we're going to start doing that. That's going to be our tradition. It's just a dip off.
A dip off, dude. Ooh, man. I can dig it. But I've been really thinking about what you said. There is no better way to celebrate in the South than going out for Mexican.
Dude.
There isn't a better way to celebrate in the South. If you're in the Southeast,
dude,
you go to Mexican to celebrate.
Dude.
You are on to something with that thought process. I'm serious because, speaking of which, it's kind of our next thing in the notes. Thank God. I did want to shout out real quick. Last weekend, my church, Mount Gilead, they did something really special for me for graduating, which I already announced on the show that I passed my exam. I graduated, got my bachelor's degree, but the church was cool enough to call Dr. Jay Zinn down from North Carolina, and all my family came and was there and present for the meal or for the service and everything afterwards. Went out to eat, and again, we went out to eat at Mexican to celebrate. So I wanted to shout out everyone in my church family, my wife, everybody who planned that bit of celebration for me. That was really sweet. I felt very honored. And I also wanted to say, dude, there is no better way to celebrate than going out to Mexico.
Pull that up.
Okay. Here we go. Oh, yes, sir. Yes. Where did you get that beautiful looking Mexican food?
Someplace by Cheyenne's house. We went to visit Cheyenne yesterday afternoon before we come back to Griffin.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I want Mexican. Y'all got a good Mexican place? She's like, we got a real good Mexican place. That's Ensenada style grouper tacos.
Ooh, wow, dude, that's something new and different, and you just don't get that kind of stuff everywhere you go. Wow, are those pickled? Are those like the little pickled veggies on there? The little whatever those things are.
It's cabbage.
Cabbage. Oh, okay. Oh man, that looks great. That is fantastic. Mexican's the best. There is no better place to go and celebrate than a good Mexican restaurant.
And we were just celebrating getting to see them.
Yeah.
So
I could eat it every day of the week. It's so versatile. Mexican food is.
It is. Those were. Now Mary Beth had the birria. Brisket
birria tacos are amazing.
Those hands down the best I've ever had that she had.
Really?
Because I ate one of hers.
Man, I dedicated like a good 2 months to perfecting birria tacos because like you have to buy the peppers in such large quantities to make that stuff that like I had all kinds of dried peppers. So I just kept making birria tacos and kind of mastered them for a couple of months. It is good eating.
Did you actually master it?
I made some pretty daggone good ones, brother. I'm not going to lie.
We've tried.
They're probably not. I mean, I'm sure some Mexican who's swinging a hammer right now on a construction site would make better ones than me.
With an onion and a goat.
Yeah. You give him an onion and a goat, he doesn't even need utensils.
No.
Just an onion and a goat.
Dude, so let me tell you something about that part of Florida where Cheyenne lives.
All right.
The sun is very angry there.
Yeah, because it's kind of central Florida, right?
Yeah, you're an hour and 15 minutes off the coast.
Yes. Yeah, that's as inland as you can get in Florida.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much.
If you go any more the opposite direction, you're getting closer to that coast.
Right? It is angry there.
Dude, I don't doubt it.
It's 83, 85 degrees in Daytona.
Yeah.
It's 100 when we got out of the car there.
Oh.
No breeze. Oh. I'm like, Cheyenne, why is the sun so angry here? She goes, that's just how it is. Like, people don't do anything in the middle of the day.
Yeah, they just don't go out, right?
Pretty much.
Yeah, from like 2 to 4, 2 to 5.
Yeah.
You're just indoors, right?
Yeah, you're just indoors. Like, Paul lived down there for a little while, and he lived in an apartment, and they had to have some tree work done, and they were there in the middle of the night doing it.
Oh, man. Can you imagine trying to sleep with chainsaws running out your window?
Yeah,
Oh.
they just shows up in the middle of the night and starts trimming trees at the...
But at the same time, I get it, man. There's parts of the year. It's probably pretty unsafe to get out there and work like that kind of work.
Yeah.
So,
dude, but it's a pretty part they live in down there. I liked it. It's kind of neat how everything is kind of organized.
What you mean?
I think Peachtree City.
Oh, okay. So kind of they have kind of like villages laid out where like in this area of town, everything you want. In this area, of town, everything you want.
And every little village has its own everything.
Chick-fil-A and gas station and Wendy's and Taco Bell, pretty much,
and
Mexican restaurant.
Yeah, and like when we looked for that Mexican restaurant on Google, she goes, "Make sure you pick the one in Winter Park and not Winter Garden."
Oh, so there's a distinction.
I'm like, well, where's Winter Garden at? She's like, over there.
Yeah.
No, we're going over here.
That's so funny because there's this part in The Office where they're ordering pizza and it's like they ask him where he got it from and he's like Alfredo's, and they're like, well, which Alfredo's? Did you get it from Pizza by Alfredo's or did you get it from Alfredo's Pizza? Because there's a big difference. It's like the same freaking name in the same area, but big distinction.
Dude, it's funny how that is.
Yeah,
Johnny's New York Pizza or Johnny's Pizza.
Yeah, right. I'm not calling just a Johnny's Pizza. I'm sorry. I need a Johnny's New York style.
Yeah, you need the New York style on there.
Yeah, I want the chain, brother.
Yeah. But I mean, overall, we had fun. I saw people. Just I like people watching, and Daytona's a good place to people watch.
Sure, not during Bike Week, right?
No, not during Bike Week. You probably don't want to stare at people, but you can drive out on the beach. So you drive out there and you park and you just watch cars go by.
Did y'all take the top off of the Bronco and go on Daytona Beach? How'd you do it?
We did take the top off, like the front section of the top off one afternoon. It was rainy during the day, so we didn't want to risk it.
Yeah.
But
what do you do with the top section?
it's like T-tops. The front section is like T-tops, so you just take them off and put them in the trunk.
So they do have a section for you to put them in the trunk.
Yeah, they fit.
Yeah. Yeah, because like the Z car, that was one of my complaints with the Z car is I would take the T-tops off, and they had bags for them, but like nowhere to put them. Like there was no good storage space for the T-tops, and I'd always get worried about my T-tops, you know?
Yeah, it freaks me out when I take them off. Like I had a towel down, and then one on it, and then a towel down.
Yeah. And staying in a condo, it's not like, you know, you're not going to carry your T-tops inside.
Just walking up there like...
You can't just like set them on the porch or in the garage or something like that, you know?
No, you can't. But, dude, I mean, you know, we just had a good time. It was good to get away. It was a long ride down there. Dude, I went through some rain so hard one time, it was like somebody turned the lights out.
What? It was that dark?
It was that just hard to see.
Man, the Lord said, lights out.
I watched a truck. It looked like something from a scary movie. The 18-wheeler in front of me goes into it and just disappears.
Oh, jeez.
I was like, whoa.
Was it tornado, bro? Are you sure
it wasn't
a tornado?
It wasn't quite tornado, but I went back and looked on the radar, and it was like 5 inches per minute down. I mean, 5 inches per hour downfall rate.
Oh, that's a lot more than I've got, brother.
Yeah, it was purple.
It was purple rain?
Yeah, purple rain. Prince was looking down going,
bro,
I got you, Middle Georgia.
Prince is the type of guy to have 5 inches for a solid hour.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But
not me.
But it was coming down pretty good. Like Mary Beth was asleep. I was like slapping her on the leg. Wake up, help me drive.
Yeah, we got purple rain, babe.
But yeah, it was weird. I mean, like the 18-wheeler just goes. I think you know how when you're riding down the interstate and you see the rain.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm riding down through there, and the 18-wheeler goes into it, and I'm like, where'd he go?
Where did he go, man? Oh, that's crazy. We've had a lot of rain here this weekend too. I mean, it was some gully washers, brother. Yeah,
that's what I've heard.
We had it brought out all kinds of wildlife in the backyard. We had an armadillo that was rooting around for a little while. I'm thinking about I might have to dig out the old 22. That's how we take care of them out here in the neighborhoods.
Yeah.
We got to get something small. I thought about my 9, but I didn't. You know, it'd be a little too much in case it. You know. So I'm going to bust out the old lever action 22 and.
You want to borrow the AR?
I just need something quiet. That's the thing. As long as you're, you know, how quiet is your AR?
It's currently not very quiet, but we can change that.
Yeah, right? We've got this bunny hopping around, too. I've had this bunny forever. I think that's who is starting to kind of mess with my garden a little bit. I'm really invested in these grapes I've been showing you.
Yeah.
Dude, I've got like 2 years invested in these grapes now, over a year invested in these grapes, and I'm getting some good ones, but some of them are kind of getting chomped on a little bit. I think it's the squirrels, birds, and bunny. But look, Liam caught the bunny. Liam saw the bunny outside. He got.
Is that what in the notes there?
Yeah. So
Okay.
we had this bunny that was rooting around after one of the storms, and Liam saw him out there, and me and Catherine, we ran to the grocery store for a minute. And we get a phone call from our niece who was staying at the house at the time. She was like, Liam and Benjamin, his cousin, who's the same age as him,
Yeah.
Liam and Benjamin are outside with your bow and arrow, and they just keep saying they're going to provide for the family. So here's two 14-year-old boys. They were hunting that bunny in the backyard, bro. They were going to provide.
Look,
We was at the grocery store trying to provide already.
part of the problem with modern culture is at 14, that 15, 14-year-old range is we don't have a ceremony, if you will, that you know they're a man.
Careful.
But if you can go and kill a rabbit and provide a meal kill something and eat it and provide a meal for your family, that is a good transition into adulthood.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I mean, wasn't that a scene in 300 where they like just drag the boys out to the wilderness and you kill a wolf or something, you survive and you come back to the clan?
I mean, I'm sure the Spartans were dragging little boys out into the woods to do something.
They definitely were, dude. It helped them love their brother, Chuck. How dare you? That's how deeply they love their brother next to them, Chucker.
Yeah.
They were willing to die and engage in inappropriate acts.
I reckon.
But yeah, the thought of 14-year-old, 15-year-old boys stomping around in the backyard with a bow and arrow trying to provide like that, you're right. You're onto something. We should not. I didn't correct them or discipline them by any means.
Yeah.
I laughed. But I think there should be a place for like boys to go, like, hey, we need to. They're feeling that urge, that sense of like, hey, I need to kind of shed my wings a little bit. I need to get out there and kind of shed my antlers, whatever it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, learn how to be a man and kind of figure this out. Kind of go rutting, scrape against a few trees. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. Get in a fist fight.
Yeah. Kill a bunny. Find out what it feels like to take a sweet little bunny's life.
Yeah. It's not always that fun, but you understand.
No, the other side of it is the side that the teenage boys never think it through.
Yeah. But yeah, man, it was, it's something they got to do.
Yeah.
What else we got on the notes?
Oh,
I guess I could pull them up and look at them.
Yeah, we're there, brother. We're at the big story of the week, to be honest.
Let's go ahead and hit the founding fathers, and then we're gonna do, instead of Red Dirt Rundown, we'll do the big story, and that'll all go in together.
All right, that sounds great, man. That sounds great. And we've got a bit of an obscure founding father this week. One I have never heard of. It's a new name for me, honestly. I don't know anything about this dude, so I'm pretty excited. He was a member of the Sons of Liberty, though. So, Chucker, why don't you go ahead and let us know, who are we studying today, and what's he doing?
Right. This week we are studying a gentleman by the name of Marinus. I hope I'm saying it right. Willett.
Marinus Willett. All right.
Yes.
I like that name. That's a strong, different name.
And the other ones that we had talked about from Sons of Liberty were from Boston. He's from New York.
Okay.
So kind of, they had the Liberty Boys and the Sons of Liberty kind of work together.
Gotcha.
But he's considered under the Sons of Liberty. He was a militia officer, a cabinet maker, a student, and the leader of the New York Armory Raid. So we're going to read about that New York Armory Raid.
Sweet, dude. What were they? They were raiding the British Armory?
Yes. In April 23rd, 1775, in the early days of the American Revolutionary War, the raid was on the British soldiers' munitions, military supplies, and stores held in New York City. The armory became a target for American patriots shortly after the outbreak of the war.
Wow.
So it followed with the battles of Lexington and Concord.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, so this dude, he was like, all right, we're gonna go take their guns.
Yeah, because he knew that was strategically smart.
He was born in Jamaica, Queens.
Hey.
So he was a New Yorker.
Yeah.
He apprenticed as a cabinet maker before enlisting in the militia. Oh, he was in the New York. Yeah, he was a cabinet maker. He participated in some campaigns, that kind of stuff. So after the conflict, Willett returned to New York, working as a merchant and aligning himself with the Anti-Federalist Party. He was elected to the New York State Assembly in 1783, in addition to serving intermittently as New York County Sheriff.
Oh,
He was also mayor for a year of New York City.
oh, jeez. Jack of all trades in the politics, man.
Bet he's really proud of how things are going right now.
Yeah, for sure.
So,
Well, that's cool, man. Marinus Willett.
yeah.
That raid on the armory, that's so smart, dude. That's so smart. Is there any more information on that? Like, was there a lot of lives lost, or
Let's just
was it
see.
like a sneaky midnight grab type of thing?
Let's dig in here a little bit.
Or were they just rowdy Americans bum rushing some armory? You know what I'm saying? Like, I kind of want to paint the picture a little bit. I kind of want to know a little bit more about that. I don't know if there is any information, because he's not talked about that much. So I was kind of curious.
New York Citizen Rebels. I guess this was written by an English person.
Yeah.
Discussed attacking Isaac Hamilton's British garrison, but did not. And the Patriot New Yorkers, anger did lead to attack a leader. Yeah, there's not a lot about it.
Interesting. But you said it followed the Battle of Lexington.
Yeah. So evidently we had to go after Lexington. We needed some more guns.
Yeah. That's what it sounds like. More for us, less for them. That's great, man. Screw the British, dude. I'm so glad these guys did that. I'm so glad they fought for our freedom, They fought for the freedom of this land.
Yeah, it is.
No taxation without representation, right?
There was 100 British soldiers there. We don't know how many Sons of Liberty, there's unknown as to how many people we took, the Sons of Liberty took, but there were 0 casualties on each side.
Oh. Huh. So it had to be a number that far exceeded 100.
Either that or they just went in there and just was quick.
Yeah. Something, man. That's incredible. No casualties, but 100 British men were there. That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Well done, sir. Well done, Marinus Willett.
Yep. All right, we're going to take an ad break and we're going to talk about Kyle Busch.
Yeehaw.
Hey, go buy some merch. You got the COR merch.
Yeah.
You got the Last Night's Coffee merch.
Yeah.
You got the SVK Racing Apparel page on TeePublic carries all of our merchandise that we have out right now.
That is teepublic.com. TeePublic.com.
Yep. Or you can just go to our Facebook page and find link there.
Sorry for the interruption in the episode, but we'd like to take this moment to advertise for Eileen Ayers at movingcoweta.com for all your realty needs in and around the Coweta County area. Make sure you visit movingcoweta.com. That's Eileen Ayers.
Yeah, check that out, folks. Also, we'd like to thank our sponsors at Charlie Austin Ford Racing, Speed U, Synergy Speed Lab, Wynn's Pharmacy, Mickey Scott's Barbershop, Trinity Fleet Services, Daytona 1, Da Vinci's Pizza, Parker Lanes, Ember and Oak, Cigar Lounge, Exterior Traditions, and Devotee Baptist Church. Go check those guys out.
That's a list right there, my guy.
Man, I tell you what, we got a lot of sponsors that help us out, and that's no particular order.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. I love that so many people have gotten involved in sponsoring Charlie and trying to help him out and help him achieve his goals. You know, that's awesome.
Yeah, and if you want to help us out achieve our goals, you can like and subscribe on YouTube, iTunes, and Spotify. Leave reviews, leave comments, whatever you can. Share the show. It helps us out.
Just hit the like button, guys. Just hit the like button. You know.
Also, find us on Facebook. All right, so Thursday morning, I get up and I see on Facebook that Kyle Busch was rushed to the hospital in severe condition. It was serious, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Later on that day, you text me and you're like, dude, what's going on with Kyle Busch?
Yeah.
And I told you, I was like, well, I mean, he was, in the hospital. And then I check another text from Charlie that had sent to me right before you sent that one. But since yours was on top, I read your first, and he's like, Kyle Busch died.
Yeah.
I was like, holy cow, dude. This was continues to be very hard to digest.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people on the internet, like you see the comments, is this how it felt when Dale passed away?
Mm.
And I'm going to say yes and no. When Dale passed away in a wreck, he was on track, and at the time we were losing a lot of drivers in car wrecks.
Mm-hmm.
Adam Petty, to name one.
Yeah.
You know, there were several through there that we were losing. So, and it was all the same kind of injury. It was a basal neck fracture.
Mm-hmm.
And you get the news that a relatively healthy 41-year-old has passed away off the track. That's a total different thing.
Yeah.
You know, I kind of come full circle with Kyle Busch. It was because of the snowball derby. The first snowball derby I went to was his first snowball derby that he competed in. And they're like, this kid's supposed to be better than it. You know, Kurt Busch is pretty good. Wasn't a big Kurt fan, but, he comes in, he's like, you think I'm good? Wait till you see my brother race.
Yeah.
And he comes in there and early in the race wipes out 4 or 5 cars and crashes out himself. And I'm like, okay. So this is the guy that we're putting the future of NASCAR in?
Yeah. We're waiting for him.
Yeah. Okay. So there was many, many years that I did not like Kyle Busch.
Yeah.
He was my least favorite driver.
Is that kind of because it felt overhyped to you?
Yeah.
There was like a hype train behind him.
Yeah. It's like this guy. But over the years, you know, you see what he's accomplished and you're like, man, this guy's freaking good.
The wins start stacking up, don't they?
The wins start stacking up. And I go to the last snowball derby I went to in 2017, and they get this something weird happened at this one. Normally you end up in the last 75 laps of the snowball derby. There is a caution, and tire management is not a thing. And you don't have to really worry about managing your tires because you can go in and change. Okay. Well, this one, I think it went 100 laps there at the end with no caution.
Wow.
Bubba wore out his tires trying to catch Kyle. And then, you know, after his tires were wore out, Kyle just tire managed that last part of the run, and it was just like, holy cow, this guy, he comes down here and beats the best short track guys that do this every week. They don't, they're doing it every week. He's doing it when he's got time.
Right.
So that just tells you how good of a driver he is. I saw him run at Cordele once or twice in the late models. But, I'm like, you know what, Kyle, and he did a real good driver's interview, winner's interview afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
He beat my favorite driver that day, you know, and I'm like, maybe I need to give Kyle Busch a second chance. I don't have anybody else I'm really pulling for. Mm-hmm. Kyle Busch drives a car similar to how Earnhardt drove a car. He can get more out of a car than most people can. Mm. So then on, that's like, okay, that's my driver.
Gotcha. So he kind of grew on you.
Yeah, he kind of grew on me. Man, I tell you, this is what I've told people about Kyle Busch as a driver. If you've got 10 to go, and now he can manage tires, but if he's got to use his tires, if he's got an opportunity, say it's 10 to go, you come in, put 4 tires on with 10 to go, don't bet on nobody else. Kyle Busch with 10 fresh tires, and 4 fresh tires and 10 laps, there's,
not a better driver out there.
Not a better driver out there.
Wow.
Wow. And then just watching him, he was rough around the edges for a while. Then he met his wife, Samantha. Mm-hmm. And he was driving for Joe Gibbs, we all know what Joe Gibbs has done as far as trying to expand the kingdom of heaven, just getting people to know about Jesus. Mm-hmm. He meets Samantha, and I guess when he met Samantha, that kind of flipped a switch for him, and she led him to Christ and all this, and he started changing. Then they struggled to have kids, so their charity works closely with fertility and in vitro and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So and I know there's questionable stuff about that with different Christian groups. I'm not getting into that today.
Yep.
I know, all I know is there's some people that can have kids real easy, and some of them that can't, and then there's some of them that can't really need a kid.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep. 100%. Couldn't agree more.
And so they worked with that. You had Brexton coming up driving. Him and Brexton were running Legends races together. Charlie got to meet Kyle at a Legends race a couple years ago. And, you just see Brexton just, golly, the kid can drive. Mm-hmm. And you see the interaction of him as a dad.
Yeah.
And there's one video of him. He's looking at Brexton's on track stuff, and he goes, well, you're giving up too much here. You're not doing this here, blah, blah, blah. And he just said, I don't know, I just find it funny. He goes, car not slow, you slow. The way he said it, just
car not slow.
Car not slow, you slow, But
That's
man,
good.
we stopped by, we drove out past the racetrack Monday morning, and you could see the impact that it's had on people, if you want to throw that up.
Oh, yeah.
We stopped and took a picture of the memorial that they had set up out there.
Wow.
And this was popping up at every track, lots of M&Ms.
That's beautiful. That's
So,
beautiful.
he had like I told you the other day, I said, and you can take that down.
Yeah. Gosh, that's beautiful.
If you look at it, you got to have a bad guy.
Yes. Yep.
You gotta have Ric Flair. You've got to have the New York Yankees.
Yep.
You got, who's at football? The Patriots.
Patriots. They're the bad guys.
You got to have the Lakers.
Yeah.
You got to have Kyle Busch.
Right. Wow.
You had to have
him put up there on the stage, like with those types of teams and everything.
Yeah.
Like, I get it. That makes sense.
You had to have Earnhardt.
Yeah.
You know.
Not that he was a bad guy. Earnhardt was kind of like that. I don't know. He was the intimidator. He wasn't like a heel in the sense of like I wouldn't call him heel like wrestling heel. He was kind of like the Sting. You know what I mean? He was kind of like Sting in wrestling terms.
Kind of went the edge.
Yeah, he was the bad dude that nobody wanted to mess with. And
the way racing,
and that was a true, like, I don't know. He kind of had that Sting. He was outside of everybody else, you know, kind of like untouchable almost. He was
I can see that.
He was different. So, I get what you're saying. Kyle Busch was kind of more of that vocal heel, though, because he early on
he could rattle some feathers with his mouth and but he'd back it up out there on the track. Him and Junior. I think the reason I had a problem with him early on was because I was a Junior fan. And him and Junior butted heads a lot. Heck, he butted heads with everybody. It didn't matter.
Right. And you know, I guess from the outside looking in, I kind of look at it like, you know, Tony Stewart was a real hothead, and like Kyle Busch was kind of like that. The next, you know, he was like the next hothead of that generation. You know what I mean? That's kind of how he felt. From, and again, I'm an outsider. I'm an outsider's. I'm a casual at best.
I mean, you gotta have. It sells a lot of T-shirts.
Yeah, but you
both sides.
You got to have that. And I wanted to bring up something really quick about Kyle Busch that, again, kind of from an outsider's perspective, but kind of like how he grew on you. It kind of seems like he grew on all of NASCAR, and he did it the same way anybody can do anything. He was undeniable, right? He was undeniably good at racing. He just had it in his bones. He was undeniable when he got in that car. And that's something I want to put out there. You know, obviously everybody has wrecks. Everybody, you know, not everybody makes it all the way through every race, but that dude, he was undeniable in a race car. And so I hopefully he can inspire everybody else to be undeniable in whatever they do as well.
Yeah. I mean, I'm at a loss for words. It's been rough. It really messed with me the other day. Yeah. So I get on my NASCAR fantasy app, and then you get your lap times, or your NASCAR app. You got your lap times, and your running order during a race. And I had 2 star drivers, Noah Gragson and Kyle Busch. And wherever, it didn't matter where they were running at, I'd put them up at the top so you could see their running position and time. Well, I opened up the app and Kyle's gone.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. No, have they removed him from the roster already? Like, how do they do that kind of stuff? Like, the UFC, I as a fan of them, like, they're brutal and just rip the Band-Aid off when it comes to like,
I'm
who's on the roster and not.
I'm sure he still shows him points.
Yeah. Because that's because he should, but it's just hard.
Yeah.
You know,
and you know, you got doggone Brexton, man. Dude's a little trooper.
Yeah, is he still out there racing? Did he take any time off? What's he doing?
Well, Sunday during the pre-race, they had a thing. They had the whole Busch family there. And I hope it's something they wanted to do and not NASCAR saying, y'all need to do this. You know, come out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But this is from Good Morning America. This is a clip of it.
There you go.
An emotional tribute and moment of silence for NASCAR legend Kyle Busch and his family at the Coca-Cola 600 in Charlotte Sunday, a race Busch was supposed to compete in.
He competed like he had something to prove every single race, when in reality, he'd already proven everything. What I think we'll miss most isn't the wins. It's the guy who quietly wanted to help a teammate or give some advice.
Busch's family, including his wife Samantha and 2 children, stood on one end of pit road to honor and remember him. Another driver's son even trying to console Busch's 11-year-old son Brexton.
Samantha, I want you to know that this sport stands with you and that you and your children are NASCAR family forever.
Richard Childress Racing retiring Busch's number 8. It will be unretired for Brexton if he chooses to follow in his dad's footsteps.
On lap 18, we remember Kyle Busch.
The racing world also honoring Busch at the Indianapolis 500. On lap 18, race officials lighting up the scoring pylon in tribute to Busch. The moment coming just days after Busch's sudden death at 41. His family now saying a medical evaluation found severe pneumonia progressed into sepsis, leading to rapid and overwhelming complications. ABC News learning an ambulance was called the day before he died to the General Motors Charlotte Technical Center in Concord, North Carolina.
I've got an individual that's shortness of breath, very hot.
But
Yeah, we don't want to go into all that.
yeah, we ain't got to go into all that. I don't know if ABC will kick that off or not, but anyway.
That was beautiful, man. That's a really cool tribute. I'm glad NASCAR did something. I'm glad Indy did something. It's really cool. It's really cool to see how many people he touched. You know, that's what I was thinking earlier when you put that photo of Daytona up. Was like, this guy, by driving a car, meant enough to people to come out from wherever and place things, like buy stuff or make stuff and place it at a racetrack. Like, you know, people took time out of their lives and their days and their weeks to come and do something. Like, that's how much this guy meant to some people. And that's just so cool and so touching.
Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, you know, your race, people that don't, racing is, I don't know how you explain it versus other sports, but it's a very different. We can absolutely hate each other as racers.
Mm-hmm.
We got people that we can't. I mean, because everybody's got a freaking. I'm doing it better than you.
Right. Everybody's got a Kyle Busch that they like to hate. You know, everybody's got that guy.
But dadgum, if we're see somebody needs help pushing a car on a trailer or needs a part or whatever, we'll all chip in, because you know what? If that person that you're freaking can't stand to be on the track with ain't on the track, then what you gonna do about it? You know what? Yeah, you might win the race, but so and so wasn't in it.
Yeah, you didn't beat them.
Yeah,
dude. I just to quote that guy really quick, whoever that guy was, the CEO or whatever. He raced like he had something to earn. Holy smokes, man! If we could all race like we had something to earn, you know. Even though he didn't, right? Like, that guy brought up a great point. Kyle Busch had nothing left to earn in the world of racing.
Yeah.
But he still raced like he did, you know?
Yeah, I don't, to tell you what, from Thursday to Sunday night's race starting was the longest amount of time that it was the longest month that seemed like it was 3 days. It seemed like a month.
Yeah.
You know, just waiting. And, man, I'm trying to find it. M&M's. I don't know if Eminem did this or if somebody else did it,
Uh-huh.
But this is, if I can find it, it's going to be the meme of the week.
Okay, perfect, because we're about there in the show. Oh, man.
I think Paul shared it. Let me see.
That was kind of a tough one to get through, Chucker. I'm getting a little choked up there, man.
Yeah, man.
Busch.
It was tough.
He didn't even really like impact me, personally, not like that. But like, I don't know. I guess he's been a household name for so long. I was shocked that he was only 41. I couldn't believe it, dude. Because he's been a household name easily 2 decades, easily 20 years, right? So
yeah. Well, no, longer than that.
Right.
He started when I seen him. He was 16 years old.
That's nuts, man. That's nuts. So 25 years, this guy, at least, he's been racing longer than that. That was the first time you saw him.
Yeah. Yeah. And, he didn't come, he come from Vegas. And I want to go ahead and talk about something on that. Because a lot of people got mad because of, Kyle Busch would do this bow when he'd finish a race. Mm-hmm. Or win a race, he'd bow. And, people like, that's arrogant and all that. And he's just showing off, blah, 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 blah. Mm-hmm. But he said the reason he did it is because he needed something to do when he got out of the car. Mm-hmm. And he's from...
he's from the show tile, man. He's
from Vegas. So when the show's over, you get out and you bow to the crowd.
That's what you do.
So once I heard him that explained, because I used to be like,
yeah. There's lots of golf people who hated that about like Tiger's fist pump. That's not golf-like of him.
Yeah. No, it's what you do.
Yeah.
But
that's cool, man. That's really, really cool. Did you find the meme yet? Have you found us a meme?
Dude, I'm looking for it. I'm looking for it. I found one, but it ain't okay. Here it is. I guess it's instead of a meme, it's going to be a video.
Okay, that works too. Boom. There we go. Oh. That's a bummer, dude. Oh, what a bummer. Oh,
yeah.
I don't want to watch this anymore. Okay, take it back.
Sad show today, man.
Sad, dude. That was kind of sad. Oh, man. Even the M&M guys.
I know. Even the M&Ms are like, bummer.
Yeah.
But, man, I hate to be like this, like going right on now, but I've got to find a new driver. Yeah,
you do. Because you're not really a Chase Elliott fan. You're kind of a Chase fan because he's from around here, right? But not super.
Right. I'm not a big Chase fan. I mean, I'm excited. I'm happy when he wins because he's from Georgia, but
right.
I'm not going and buying.
He's not your driver.
Right. He's not my driver. I don't know. I mean, I like Noah.
Okay.
I really could get behind Noah, but I'd kind of like to win every now and then.
Yeah, you're going to have to start finding a new driver, man. That's a tough spot to be in.
Yeah. I can't pick an old one. Can't pick an old one because I don't want to, my favorite drivers. It ain't good. Now, I don't have a good record. You had Davey Allison get killed in a helicopter crash. You had Earnhardt.
Yep.
You had Dale Jr. ended up getting a concussion. His career was over, and now Kyle.
Not NASCAR, but Scott. Bloomberg.
Scott, yeah. Then you had Scott do his thing. So, yeah. Chuck's got to,
you're running out of drivers, man.
Yeah, use caution.
Yeah, you got to pick one from this new generation. So you got one to root for the next 30 years.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, I guess it's that time of the show, dude. We're here. We're ready to sign off. We've got the red word send-off. Are you ready for this, Chucker?
Yeah.
So today we're reading from the Gospel of Luke, chapter 9. I'm going to give it a little bit of context. So I'm going to read a couple of verses before the red words just to give some context.
Okay.
Luke chapter 9, starting in verse 46. An argument started among them about who was the greatest of them. But Jesus, knowing their inner thoughts, took a little child and had him stand next to him. Verse 48. He told them, "Whoever welcomes this little child in my name welcomes me. And whoever welcomes me welcomes him who sent me. For whoever is least among you, this one is great." Whoever is least among you, this one is great. Just want to send that encouraging word out there to anyone who is feeling like the least of them right now. Jesus is with you too, and luckily, this past Pentecost Sunday, hopefully everybody remembers Jesus sent something greater, something better.
Yeah,
the Counselor. So
did you get through it? Your sermon?
I did. I made it through it. I had to rewrite the whole thing like the night before, but I did get through my Pentecost thing. Yeah. The Holy Spirit, speaking of him, he put a little something on my heart that I just, I had to put in there and change the whole direction of the sermon, and it went great. It went great.
Well, I knew you'd figure it out.
Not me, but the Spirit.
All right. Well, what did we say the name of the show was going to be?
I'm thinking right now, Generational Fish Dippers.
Generational Fish Dippers. I like that.
Yep.
All right. Well, we'll see y'all next week.
Later on, Nightshifters.